And if I would have fallen into the trap, if I would have let myself get to that point where I was desperate for the the box, I probably would have been set up.
Hey, Jamie Woods, we here to travel and motivate. No curry, we just trying to keep our minds in a golden state. We answer to nobody but the Lord, we control our fate. Too many things to see just to sit in a hole and bake. We growing, ayy.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Jamie Woods back at it with another video, and I have a very interesting one for you guys. And if this ever happens to you guys, please do not keep talking to this individual. Flee the scene. There's no point, okay? Because I'm telling you, man, anyone else would have been in the predicament that I was, and something bad would have happened to them. And y'all can tell me if I'm tripping or not in the comment section. I want to hear from you guys. Am I tripping or am I not tripping? Did I make the right move or did I make the wrong move? Y'all could tell me in the comment section. But this is what happened. So basically, there was this girl I've been talking to for a while, Venezuelan girl. She's not even Colombian, all right? If you guys don't know, I'm in Medellin, Colombia, okay? Medellin, Colombia has a lot of Venezuelans in here, right? So does the rest of South America, but especially Colombia. So she was a cute Venezuelan girl. And so I was trying to see what's good. You know what I mean? I've been talking to her for a while. I'm in Medellin. I was like, all right, I think it's time to pull the trigger and see what's up. Let me meet up with her for the first time. So basically, I picked the spot. I told her, hey, let's meet up in this place at this time, right? I was very upfront about it, very direct about it, no confusion. So she got her makeup done, hair done, all that, right? So basically, she wanted me to order her Uber. So I was like, no problem. Uber's here only a couple bucks. I order her Uber. That's the least I could do, right? So I ordered the Uber. When I ordered the Uber, I made sure the address was correct. Everything was spot on. That she was being dropped off in front of the restaurant. Okay? So it was a 10-minute ride. I strategically picked a spot that was only 5 minutes from my crib. Because, as y'all know, you pick a spot that's close to your crib, so that way you can take her back to the crib, do your thing, and that's that, right? Strategic, right? So I end up walking over there. I got there before she got there. And so I ordered myself a drink. I scope out the location, make sure everything's all right, talk to the locals. I like to make friends with people before, the date happens. So basically, the Uber app said that she was close by. So I end up going outside because I'm a gentleman. You go outside, you kiss them, and you guide them inside. So I'm outside waiting, and I see this gray car pull up, and I assume, okay, that might be the Uber, because when I look at the app, it doesn't really give me a make or a model, which I thought was weird, because usually Uber is supposed to give you the make, the model, the license plate, and the name of the person. It only gave me the name of the person and the fact that they were there, right? That's the only information I got. And then if you look at the color of the car in the Uber app itself, it was gray. And the car that pulled up in front of the restaurant was gray. So I put two and two together. I was like, all right, that has to be the Uber. However, when I looked into the Uber, it had tinted windows. So I don't know if she was in the car. Now, I don't know who was in the vehicle. So I didn't want to approach the vehicle, especially in a foreign country. So I'm just there standing like an idiot, just waiting for someone to get out the vehicle. Next thing you know, the car just dips. And then that's when the Uber app said, the Uber ride is completed, da-da-da-da. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, where is she? I don't see her here. What's going on? So I was like, all right, maybe it's a glitch. Maybe, like, they're still around the corner. I don't know. I try to, like, give her and the Uber guy the benefit of the doubt. So I go back in. I chug the rest of my beer. I'm just chatting up with the locals, blah, 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 right? They asked me, what happened to your date? And I told them, the Uber app said that she got dropped off, but I don't see her here. And even they were suspicious of that. They were like, So imagine, if the locals are suspicious, then that must mean something suspicious is truly going on. So yeah, I'm still waiting. 10 minutes go on. And so that's when I get a text message from her. And she was like, oh, hey, we're at La House. So I was like, weird. And then on top of that, La House? Like, why did it drop you off in La House? I specifically ordered the Uber to drop you off in this restaurant, right? Why did it just drop you off in La House? And number two, weird, who's weird? And so she was like, oh, that's, my best friend and her man, right? I don't know nothing about these people. I never met this girl before, by the way. Never met this Venezuelan girl. So red flags started going off in my head. We're in Medellin, Colombia, fabulous city, but there's a lot of bad shit that happens in Medellin, Colombia, guys, okay? So red flags were going off in my head. I was like, oh no, don't tell me this girl trying to set me up right now. So my mood, because I was in a really good mood before that, my mood was just killed after that. I was just like, I don't even know if I want to meet up with this girl anymore. So she called me. I picked up. I wasn't even in the mood to talk to her, but I was like, all right, I might as well see what's going on. And so I was talking to her, and so she was telling me, oh, I'm by the house. Can you come over here to come get me so we could walk together over there? And I was like, why am I going to walk all the way to the house, which is a distance from me, to pick you up? Or even take an Uber to go get you? If I pay my hard-earned money, I don't care if it's $2, $3, I don't give a damn. If I pay my hard-earned money to have you dropped off at a place, why am I now having to get another Uber to go get you? Fuck that. Or even walk to come to get you. Fuck that shit. No pussy is worth that crap. So basically, I had told her, like, fam, why are you in the house? I don't understand. I didn't know, first of all, that Ubers even allowed other people into the Uber. Like, if I specifically say in the Uber that this is for Joe Schmo, and then Joe Schmo goes into the Uber with two other people, I don't know. And then on top of that, all right, let's just say if the Uber guy is nice, and you all three of y'all go together, why would the Uber be perfectly fine with going out of his way, right, driving like 10, 15 minutes further up to drop you off in a different spot that wasn't even put into the order or whatever you want to call it, right? So I just thought everything about it was suspicious. And she kept acting weird on the phone, like, oh, why are you going silent? Because I didn't know what to think, guys. Like, I really wanted to give this girl the benefit of the doubt, but I've heard so many stories of men that were scopolamine or set up or kidnapped, and I just kept thinking to myself, I was imagining myself tied up with a bandana or whatever, tape or whatever, around my mouth being kidnapped, and these people are calling up my mom, holding me for ransom, trying to get money out of me. I just kept thinking about that the entire time. I don't know who these people are. I don't know who her best friend is. I don't know who that man is. I don't know if these are totally different people from what she said. I have no idea who she with. I have no idea who this woman is like that because I've never met her. I've just talked to her over the phone. So I was like, nah, fuck this shit. So I literally drank my shit, paid the tab, and head out. I headed out of that place. I was a little bit embarrassed because I told everybody what the deal was. I told everybody, hey, my date's going to be here. I'm just here a little early, and I'm going to wait for her. So I felt a little bit embarrassed I had to leave, but listen, I don't give a damn. Like, if I feel my life is in danger, my safety is in danger, I got to do what I got to do for me. So I headed up out of there. She called me. I didn't pick up. She sent me voice notes. I was like, all right, I'm curious to know what she got to say. I press up on it. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I should have told you about this sooner. It's just, like her man, he's not even from here. He's from Panama or United States. She kept mixing up the fucking countries. I'm like, where is he from? Is he from Panama or is he from the United States? I don't understand. You keep saying two different countries. And this is one guy, supposedly. And she's like, oh, we paid the guy extra money to drop us off over here. And in my mind, I was thinking, all right, like, even if that was the truth, I still find that a bit disrespectful that you thought it was okay to invite your friends into an Uber that I ordered specifically for you to drop you off in a place that I'd even order for you to be dropped off at. Like, so it was a giant waste of money. I don't give a damn if it was $2 or $3. It's still a waste of freaking money, and it's a waste of my time. I was like, I cut off all contact. I let her know what it was in voicemail, in a voice message. I let her know, hey, listen, I got suspicious vibes from you. It's Colombia. It's a great city. It's a great country. But I don't know. I've heard too many stories, and I got to protect myself. Okay? And I let it be. And then after that, I think she might have blocked me. But that was the story, guys, of how I almost probably got set up. Right? I'm going to call it what it is. I think I almost got set up. And if I would have fallen into the trap, if I would have let myself get to that point where I was desperate for the nana, right? For the box, I probably would have been set up. All right, so you guys can tell me if I'm right or wrong in the comment section. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I tripping or am I not? Please let me know in the comment section. I want to hear from y'all. But moral of the story, guys, this is the moral of the story. Never let a chick or some pussy get to you, man. No pussy on this planet is worth it. Okay, think about it this way, guys. When you over here, when homegirl spreads it wide open for you and you stick it in there, right? Most of y'all only last a minute anyways. So you mean to tell me your life means less than a minute of pleasure? And that's even if you even get to that point. You might get scopolamine or whatever it is even before you get to that point. I don't think no piece of box is worth my safety. Okay, and I hope this is a moral of the story for you guys. I might be tripping, who knows? I might be overreacting. Maybe she was telling the truth, but either way, she should have communicated that with me. But guys, I hope y'all take the lesson of the story, the moral of the story, and I hope you apply it to your lives. If you're over here in Medellin, please be very careful. This is a fabulous city. I really do like Medellin. I really do. I feel at home here. However, be very, very, very careful who you're dealing with, okay? But guys, that is the video for today. Please subscribe, like the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Until next time.